Do you guys freaking see this shit? The EOS R5 specs are freaking insane. Canon, what are you doing? What is going on, guys? My name is Marlon Orellana. That is not important right now. What is important is the Canon EOS R5. This camera is literally spec'd out to the freaking max. I don't understand, because this looks like cinema level specs on a very small mirrorless camera. So let me go ahead and start off with what really stands out to me and why I'm really debating about switching to Canon. Long story short, I'm probably not going to, unfortunately. Those RF lenses are expensive as hell. So for the time being, I don't think I'm gonna switch. But I'm still banking on the so-called A7S III that Sony is going to say that is going to revolutionize, change the video industry, whatever the heck it's gonna do. It's just not here yet. We're impatient. I know good things come to those who are patient. So all I gotta do is just keep being patient. Hopefully it'll come out by the time I'm 30 years old. For reference, I'm 26 right now. I'm just kidding, Sony. But okay, let's see. Dual pixel autofocus in 8K and 4K recording. What? And that's right, you heard 8K recording up to 30 frames per second, 29.97, but let's round up because, you know, math. It has 422 10-bit Canon C-Log H.265, which kind of makes sense since H.265 is smaller but can contain a lot more information, because I guess they wanted to make the file sizes much smaller since it is 8K. The one thing that I've been wanting so bad is 4K at 120 frames per second, which is honestly the only thing I would probably use. So when I first started videography, I was on the Sony a5100, and then the Sony a7 III came out. Within a year of using that, I went all in, invested in this camera. So to be honest with you, after taking that jump from an a5100 to a full frame camera, you kind of get spoiled. So it's hard to go back to something that's less than this. So you always want the newest thing and the next best thing just to step up that quality. Granted, there's a lot of people who have been making really great content with this camera. So I guess I should really stop thinking about gear matters, because in reality it doesn't. There's a lot of people who make production level quality with the Sony a7 Mark III. I've never been a Canon shooter, but I hear from the people who switch from Canon to Sony, a lot of them were complaining about the crop in factor whenever you went up to 4K mode. So that was the only turnoff for me to buy the Canon EOS R, simply because there was a crop in 4K. Yeah, I mean, you can use 1080 and it's just as good, especially with the C-Log 10-bit from, I think it's 10-bit. Oh no, 10-bit external, sorry, on the Canon EOS R. But the R5, no crop, full use of the sensor on 8K and 4K, and the fact that it still maintains its dual pixel autofocus, which people keep saying it's better than Sony's. I've never used a Canon, so I can't say if it is true or not true. I'm just gonna take people's word for it who have shot on both. Oh my god, the one thing, not the one thing, there's a lot of things about this camera that's sick. It has in-body image stabilization, and it works in conjunction with the IS that's on the lenses itself. So this camera should be it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really, really good. It has dual card slots. One is CFS Express, which makes sense because 8K files, duh. And then the other one's gonna be UHS 2. So I'm really curious to see how much it costs and the picture quality that comes out of this camera. I'm assuming it's going to be great because it is Canon. I don't know. For some reason, I love the photos that come out of Canon. Some people love the Sony, some people love the Canon. It's very subjective. I guess it all depends on who edits it. I don't know. But I'm telling you guys, this camera is going to be literally the game changer, unless Sony comes out with the a7S III, which blows this thing out of the water. I don't know if it's going to be true. We'll have to wait and see. So what are your thoughts on the new EOS R5? Are you going to get it? Are you going to sell your Sony? Are you going to just upgrade from whatever you guys have right now? Please leave it in the comments below. Do me a favor for this YouTube algorithm. Give this video a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe if you want to see more of this content. I don't know. I'm not forcing you to do it. I can't control your reactions, but it would make my day. But yeah, no, honestly, this is like cinema level camera, and I've always wanted the C200. This is kind of one of the reasons why I would switch to Canon anyways, just for the Canon glass to keep everything in the same ecosystem. Eventually maybe a red, but technology is advancing. So red to be honest with you, just doesn't seem like a good investment for me. If I could get something really good with the Blackmagic Pocket 6K, maybe the EOS R5. Granted, like I said, I've never owned a cinema camera, so I know there's built-in ND filters and all these little knickknacks that make it really, you know, cute. I don't know. I just really like the form factor of the mirrorless system. It's just so much easier to walk around, so much easier to carry. You could stick it on any gimbal. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Seriously, I'm really curious to know what you guys are thinking about this camera. Please leave them in the comments below and let's just talk about it. That's all I wanted to say about this video. I just wanted to just ring it by your ears, and you probably heard it by now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good one.